Hello and welcome to the show. We are here on GTA 5 with the newly released XA21, and naturally we are going to go racing with it in the only way that we know how, and that is take a bunch of them and then have the army chase us and try and survive. Yeah, we've done these before. It gets very crazy very quickly. If you can be at the front and run away at the front, you are okay, because you already have the army cars that are spawned after you. If you fall back into the mid-pack, you have the ones after you and after everyone else. It gets very messy very quickly. Fingers crossed that we might be able to survive. I have not driven this car. I think I played about with it once, spawning it in on PC, and then haven't touched it since. So I don't really know much about the vehicle other than it's supposed to be horrendously fast, which will be helpful. It will be helpful out here. Now, I am managing to do the getaway at the front tactic quite well at the moment. I'm not going to go crazy fast over that jump because I don't want to go soaring off of the bridge. This is where things start to get a little bit interesting. I've got to try and dodge out of the way of these RB Jeeps. I should be an expert at dodging out of the way of RB Jeeps. Apparently not. We've only lost one place, though. We've only lost one place, and more importantly, we haven't lost any tyres. Oh, that nearly pit manoeuvred us. We're fine. We're going to make up a position through all of that. Back up into that all-important third place for now. This is a 4-lap race. Pink car's gone round. I will scoop up that position. I apologise about the frame rate because GTO, there's a flying police car. You know, as you do. Because why not? Why wouldn't you have a flying police car going on in all of this mess? Yeah, GTA occasionally gets a little bit on the confused side as to what to do with all of the mayhem and freaks out. So the frame rate might dip from time to time. I think I noticed a defensive blue car streaking away at the front of the race, which would be Reese leading this one. What's going on? Reese does not have the best of luck normally on his own circuit. Damn it. The problem is he's now blasting past the police cars. They're all now turning round and going after me, which means that I'm the one getting shot at. I think I might have lost a tyre. I've lost a front left. We've got to keep going. I've got to keep going. If I reset my car, of course, we will lose a huge amount of ground. A front left is... there are worse tyres to have lost than that. I don't actually know if this car is all-wheel drive or not. It could well be. Okay. So, good news for me. Reese has got in trouble getting off of the bridge. We are closing slightly. Now, these bridges are very, very dangerous. For us, we're okay. Oh, I say that. We're okay. There's only one or two vehicles. For the cars further back, they're going to have more and more vehicles piling on and causing a little bit of mayhem. Now, it's all very well us running away at the front in this opening lap. As I said, this is a 4-lap race. So we are going to circle back around and going to end up with a lot of cars in close proximity to us as we go further into the race. Whoopsie daisy, there we go. I hadn't seen my front left actually, like the tyre actually disintegrate off of the front left. It has gone, I just never noticed it, and I guess we've been on dirt for a long time, so I haven't seen it actually sparking its way around. God, carefully does it. We're going to jump into the military base here. Yeah, that's fine. No, we haven't overshot. Oh, we've been aerial attacked. Thanks for that one. Thanks for that one indeed. Unfortunately, I've got little to fight with here. I've got very little to fight with here. There's Reese heading back towards us. The car alongside me went for a huge flip. He did well to get that one back, and I don't know if he lost a place. He might have lost one place, but that was a massive flip. We are just going to have to suffer on, I think, until something goes so drastically wrong that I need to reset my car, or until another tyre goes. We're just going to have to suffer on with a three-tyre XA21. Get out of the way, Army Jeep. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Thankfully, there's not a solid railing there. Fit through that gap. We'll bounce off the wall if we have to. It's a lot of bullets. Oh, the grey car's got screwed over completely. It was always going to happen. Now, I need some luck to fool my way here. Oh, no. We're going to get carted. I say we're going to get carted. We're going to end up going exploring slightly. I need Reese to get into more trouble. Reese is doing a remarkable job of staying out of trouble here. and I am not quite so much. Now, you will see that from time to time we actually get out of the wanted radius. It might even be possible for us to lose the wanted radius at times. It'll generally be very quickly reapplied because, well, someone's going to have one, and there's going to be a lot of police cars around. You're going to crash into something. So it is quite likely, even if we do manage to lose the wanted radius, even if I reset the car, you will lose it then. You're still going to end up getting chased fairly soon. I want to reset. I want to reset my car because I want to have that more performance, and I don't think I've got really enough speed to catch Reese. But all it takes is one bad corner, one bad session. Oh, I couldn't see a thing through the trees, and I got screwed over. And all of that, well, less sympathy from me in that one, other than Karma has an immediately. It wasn't an intentional takeout. He was spinning around on his own. I think he might have lost a tyre as well. He might have a rear tyre gone, to be honest with you. Reese has lost some time up ahead, judging by a police car off the side of the road. Probably something involving that. The further we slip down, the more trouble we are going to face. That's a lot of police cars there. Oh, there's a lot of frame rate issues as well. Come on! We're battling here for second place. Actually, a very, very good race going on at the moment for second place in around a police roadblock right there. I need to get some slipstream going on. Oh, Reese is in trouble. I spot a blue dot at the front that got twisted around. He's not in enough trouble, though. Not enough trouble for us to really be catching. There's going to be a gap there. No! Tyre gone. That's 2. Can't recover from 2. We'll have to reset the car. I can deal with 1. But we're going to be put back right into. Oh, it wasn't Reese. It's somebody else at the front. I apologise. Is if the offensive blue colour? It confuses you. We reset the car. Actually, still got a wanted level. So there. There we go. I don't know if that's new or whether I just ran over somebody immediately. It's quite possible I ran over somebody immediately. Let's face it, there's so many army guys around on the floor that that's perhaps not so surprising. Well, this is coming up towards half distance in this manic race. No, I was trying to be careful. I was trying to sort of hold back to avoid that, and, well, that didn't work quite clearly. We're going to end up not quite flying towards the houses. Oh, it's too wide. Into the army base we go. Oh, somebody's in trouble over there. Weave our way through that lot. Oh, gee. This is a mad reaction test. This you have to, you see the police car, you see the Jeep, you see where it's going to affect the other races. You've got to try and get out of the way as quick as possible. And, yeah, the faster you can react to stuff like that, the better you are going to do. I'm going to take the slightly longer option, but safer option around there. Okay, well, we had one little drop out of the top 3, but we're back there now. We've stayed relatively consistently towards the front. Actually, it looks like the white car has caught up to the leader. That could be an interesting battle up at the front. And again, literally anything can happen in these races. All it takes is one unfortunate roadblock to go from first to maybe not quite last, but we have seen cars get blocked in for huge amounts of time. Just the position of the army vehicles on the track, so you never know. You can never ever give up with these races. Likewise, you can be leading the way and have a really easy time of things, or you can be completely and utterly stupid on your own and fall off the road trying to catch up. That is equally doable. As far as the car goes, as far as the XA21 goes, I actually quite like it. It's seemingly like a nice car to drive. You kind of expect it in many ways. I wouldn't say there was any particular standout qualities of it over, well, any of the other high-end supercars. It's a nice enough driving one. Is dealing with the dirt stuff pretty well for a supercar. I mean, this is a mostly off-road race with a little bit of circling around the tarmac army base, and stole a SWAT guy. Sorry, he's coming with us. He's coming with us off of the side of that van. I can see second place. Oh, SWAT van's gone visiting the scenery. Oh, there's a car right behind us. They have caught up. No! Oh, bugger, bad for me. Dodge that one there, get the checkpoint, and then we can set off in pursuit, although police car being an arse. Dodge out of the way of stuff. Where are you going to go? Who really knows? They got to retire. God damn it. You know what? I'm just going to reset my car here. We're going to reset. We'll go again. I'm going to lose more time, but it's already a relatively slow corner anyway. I might as well reset there. Get a fresh vehicle and try and chase down those front runners again, especially if their cars are taking a beating. The pink car, did not seem particularly happy. I think I might have lost another tyre. Through the gap. Thank you. That was some teamwork. I was hoping the red car would have got through. Better kind of luck for the pink car. I was going to say, if the red car had fired himself through that as well, that would have been the best GTA 5 teamwork. Getting past a police roadblock didn't quite work out for the poor red car. Helped me out massively. Pink car, yeah, benefiting the greatest from all of that. I think pink car might have lost a rear tyre. He's very, very oversteery. That was a little bit... sorry. That was a little bit interesting. Didn't intend to end up on top of the other vehicle. It does this kind of a peculiar thing when it's stuck on its side. There's like a very weird hold on its side. Oh, okay. It really makes a huge difference, but obviously an interesting kind of centre of mass thing going on. There are the two leaders being chased by a police car over there. It looks like third lost some time, whether he spun, might have just reset to get a fresh car. We're on to the final lap. I have a full complement of tyres, but that is about it for my vehicle. We're in fourth. Did an army guy just shoot another army guy? That didn't look like that was something caused by a player car. Maybe he spawned in, or maybe he only just kind of spawned into render distance as I went around there, but that was weird. Oh, crap, I'm trying to be too fast now. Oh, bugger. We're good, we've recovered. Oh, red's done the same. Pink's Don't follow me. Don't follow me in a race. It's not a clever idea most of the time. Sometimes it can be. Oops. Well, you've had a bad day. That's why you don't stand in the middle of the road. Middle of the road where there is quite clearly 16-odd race cars going around. Not smart. I was pretty sure I drove across a spike strip there and it didn't do anything to my tyres. I'm not going to complain about that one. It's always helpful when that doesn't do anything. Are we going to be able to get a podium? We have been working our way around the front positions, never really quite challenging for the lead, sadly, in all of this. Again, though, as I said, all it takes is one big moment for the lead cars coming up through, especially the bridges. That's where things can change, potentially. Try and deal with these cars. Oh, no. It's unlikely to change for me, though. We're going to probably be stuck with a 4. We have got actually got a fair margin over the cars that we were racing. I think pink and red lost more time with their tumbles around the bridge than I did in my little escapade. I got away with that one, I guess, relatively well. We're driving a lot on 2 wheels, as you can imagine. There's a good fight going on at the front. The lead is changing hands very regularly across these laps. It looks like it's become a 3-car battle for the lead. Could that work out for me? Maybe if it draws a lot of army vehicles, a lot of police vehicles, a lot of the heavy vehicles into it. I'm currently driving with about 3 frames a second. I'm hoping by the time I render this out, it's going to look a little bit smoother than what I'm currently seeing. I'm not holding out a huge amount of hopes. Oh, bugger. Yes! I thought that was my race done. I cannot... How did we do that? It's amazing. I'm third. No, don't kill me. That is the greatest piece of driving in FailRace history. It might be at 3 frames a second, but it is still the greatest piece of driving in FailRace history. Try and make our way through the... Oh, it's getting very, very heavily congested. I think I've lost a tyre in all of that. No, don't kill me here. Go. Quickly. Supercar, with your 3 wheels. You've been driving on 3 wheels for quite a long time in this race already. You can make it a few more corners. That's all I ask of you. Just a few more turns. Oh, through the Jeep we go. It's very, very slidey now. There's a helicopter buzzing around us as well. Thankfully, no more Jeeps here. Oh, no, we've gone for a spin. I think it's very, very close between the top 2 there as they finish the race. Oh, I'm into the army base. Come on, for the podium. for the podium. We can make it. Oh, it's, yeah, slippy. Very, very slippy. I much preferred having the front tyre lost. I could deal with that. Having a rear tyre lost is not easy in this car, but it looks like we are going to claim an amazing third. That was a bloody brilliant race. Mainly for that one moment across the bridge. That was worth it for that entire thing. Yeah. How close was it between the top? Good God. Almost 14 minutes of racing and it came down to 0.2 of a second. Less than 0.2 of a second in all of that. Well, the brilliant car climbing netted me a podium. That was, yeah, a lot of fun. We had some close racing in the middle. I kind of ended up in no man's land a little bit with fourth, sadly, towards that that final lap. It just became a survival at that point. There are so many cars, I think, in trouble around here. The bridge is completely screwed now. My brilliant get-through is not working for a bunch of the other cars. I think there are just now too many vehicles stuck in all of that, so they're having to now take to the water to try and get across. Yeah, that made a big old mess of the field. Amazingly, it didn't happen earlier, I'll be honest. It could have happened a hell of a lot earlier and could have caused a lot more issues. Well, race 1 with the XA21s completed in suitably FailRace fashion. So, for our second race, we've got a little bit sillier. Yes, the Tornado is going to take on the very angry hordes of law enforcement, and apparently a rebel, because someone forgot what we were supposed to be driving. Well done. There's always one. And, yeah, we're going to try and survive. It's only 2 laps, because these are slow. And rather exposed, I'm going to be honest. We will probably die a lot quicker. In these, oh dear, someone's managed to spin. Oh, someone's managed to roll. But 2 cars have rolled. The army aren't even involved, and we've all managed to crash. Well, that's a strong start. A couple of people tried to go the. Oh no! We're fine. We're through. We made it. This is trying to let them get their vehicle sorted. This is probably not going to go so well for me this time around. You see, we're very much buried in the pack. Apparently the Tornado has real issues with dealing with the jump. Yeah, we're buried in the pack, which means we're going to see a lot more of the army. Oh, thank you, game. You got to just spawn them in on their side? That's okay. Look at this trainer car. That is quite the sight. That is quite the sight right there. And now we've got a lot of army. We've made up so many positions in that, though. That might be the most overtakes I've done in a single corner ever, by a long way, in fact. That's incredible. We were, I think, 10th at one point. I spy an offensive blue, and I think it is Reese this time. I think he got away from all of that. Oh, I've been laggy turned around. Go, Tornado! Run away! Oh, I guess the plus point is if we lose a tyre in this, it's so bloody slow that it won't matter. Ah! Blinkmobile! I found a use for Blinkmobile. They can clear the police cars out of the way. My God, the understeer is something else. Maybe I have lost a tyre at the front. No, it doesn't look like I have. Oop! The back end does weird things across bumps. I'm going mountain climbing. Excuse me. Oh, thank you, police officer. Well, not really, actually, because now I'm in a lot of trouble. Use someone. All of those positions are now evaporating. All of that brilliant work overtaking, and it's all come undone because I got the rear of the vehicle bouncing across a, well, off-road bit. Not even sure what part of the circuit we got it bouncing on, but there we go. I'm also looking at the back of that. Someone's got a blood fountain in the front of their vehicle. I'm not sure that that's healthy or helpful, or it probably restricts visibility as well. I don't even know where they're getting if they were getting shot from, if it was lag, if it was the helicopter shooting at them. We're going too wide at 20 miles an hour. You see, we proved with IGO racing that just because a vehicle is not particularly fast doesn't mean you can't have a lot of fun racing it. So can we prove with tornadoes and army shooting at you that we can still have some good fun? Probably. Probably we can still have some good fun racing. It's the FailRace way, really. The more absurd the as I say, the FailRace way, someone goes and rolls their vehicle off of off the corner. They're not really off of anything. I've just reset. By the time I try to get the car up there, we're better off resetting the damn vehicle. Thank you for that one, Blinkmobile. Unfortunately, Blinkmobile was useful for clearing the police out of the way, but he's also useful for screwing you over and pushing you off of a hill. He screwed himself over, so I'm sure that was Blinking's fault, I think. Oh, that's not what you want to find around a corner. The RV is huge. No, through the gap. We're threading the needle with a tornado. Oh, and break it through there. That's the ticket. We're in 7th. I really fear for the state of this bridge. No, don't go forward there, mate. I really, really fear for the state of this bridge. Okay, looks like we're good for now. We would have been good for now. Still good for now. Duck. Okay, you get back in there. Thank you. Right. Still clear. We are in somehow out of all of this mess 6th. We are a long way back, 30 seconds down on the leader. As I said last time, though, that can change in an instant. I was, relatively closing at one point. Make one mistake, get in trouble. Sometimes not even your fault. Sometimes nothing you could have done about it. And you can find yourself with a lot of work to try and do. We're going for the... Whoop, that's the FailRace way, if ever I saw it. And we have made up a position. Oh, no! Out of the way, goddammit. Oh, we're going to die. Run, run, run. Go, swimming policeman. Thank you. We have made up a position, and then we've lost it to a different car. Oh, I've lost a tyre. Sorry. I'm very sorry about that one. Not my fault. In that at all. Well, yeah, nothing I can do. The tyre got punctured, so my car got turned that way. I'm going to have to reset because it's a rear tyre, and in a car like this, I'm going to want a rear tyre. If it's a front tyre gone, I don't care. However, if I lose a rear tyre, I will reset that one. Oh, come on. Go, 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 go. We've already lost some health. It's so slow getting going again. The leaders are already leaving the military base. So, considering after 4 laps we were closer than this last time around, yeah, it's not gone particularly well for us here. In fact, we're still 5th. It's not gone particularly well for anybody, funnily enough, with the tornadoes. We haven't had as many deaths as I thought there might be, though, with such slow vehicles and many helicopters and many soldiers. Ow, as I say that. We haven't seen a couple. Oh! The tornado has a special power, though. It can roll army jeeps. Thank you for the boost. That was actually very appreciated. That's the fastest this car has moved the entire time, I think. Maybe with a little bit of slipstream help, we can go slightly faster. Okay. We have got some vehicles to try and chase down. There is going to not be gaps there. Oh, hold it. There's not even enough speed. There's not enough power to spin the wheels as I was sliding across the road there. You just wouldn't do it. Is there going to be a gap appearing here? Or I tried to punt the red... that's how I tried. I didn't want to punt the red car. Yes, well done, Army. Block in the red vehicle. Block in the dastardly red car. We shall make our way through, and we will be up into 7th. I want a podium. Ideally, I'd like to get another podium. Oh, we lost a rear tyre again. Let's get out of the military base. Let's try and get to a nicer checkpoint. Just a happier, safer checkpoint. Oh, God. We are very, very broken. We are very, very slow. Maybe we can deal with a rear tyre puncher. I think he might have just lost a tyre as well there. If we can get some slipstream to make up for it. If we can get some, we're not going fast enough for slipstream. That says a lot. I'm not sure. I mean, the cornering abilities of this car are at best dodgy. So, oh, no, bad things are going to go on. Right, we're going to just sit. I probably should have got that checkpoint first. I think there was the one leaving the bridge. Rather than try and fight my way through there. Oh, that's not a fun place to spawn. If you take out my tyres immediately, I'm going to be really, really angry. I also spotted the bouncy wheelie jeep going on ahead of me. That was quite an entertaining little interlude. Right, we're through. Maybe, yeah, we're in 7th. Maybe able to do something about the cars ahead. Oh, well, that makes things more interesting. Excuse me, I'm just heading this way. Don't mind me. Don't shoot at the bright orange mobile. Don't shoot. I didn't realise how wibbly and wobbly and likely to fall over this car was. I say in normal circumstances. I mean, okay, it's not exactly normal circumstances, but I mean, that's just going around a corner. That's not the craziest thing I've ever asked a car to do in a video game. I say that, I made an entire series around rolling cars around corners, but this isn't, a big high-riding off-road truck. You might expect them, or on a curb such as this one. I say a curb, that's a hillock. We've slightly got a little bit boxed in there. But yeah, it's unexpected from this vehicle, not something that I've driven these roads before, and not something that I was aware of so much of it doing that to cars. So we will, yeah, have to try and not roll our vehicle again. I know it's a weird thing hearing me say that. We are trying to not roll a car, but we do want to try and win. There has been a change for the lead. Reese has found himself up at the front of the pack. I am far too far back to do anything about those vehicles. We would have to have, well, we'd have to have a blockade on a bridge and me be the only one able to climb my way through it to catch up to those guys. I'm not sure what we're going to find around these next few corners. It is bunching up a little bit here. It's bunching up a little bit here. Oh, I've overshot that, though, really quite badly, and we are done. Trying to be clever, and I forgot how bad the brakes were on this. I say trying to be clever. I was trying to take more speed around there. We're going to lose. Oh, we're going to lose positions, and I can't do anything about this. Get out of the way. Bugger. Damn it, and blast, and many of those silly decision-making from me. I just wasn't aware of what the car wasn't capable of, and wasn't capable of was the problem there. Is there a block going on this next bridge? There is a cluster of cars. No, there isn't a block going on the bridge. They just are all together. There may be a rolling roadblock, if you like, going on as them three, I think, are fighting, and there are army cars around them. Reese has taken a victory, so well done to him. Can there be any accidents, any problems for the three cars ahead of me? Punctured tyres would help. I think it's going to be 2 fewer opportunities for me. That was not too bad, though. Squeezing our way around the outside. Oh, there's a big old mess going on here. Can I capitalise? Through the mess we go. It's going to be a really big old bunch of us heading towards the finish line here, but I think I'm just too far back to do it. Might be able to get a big slipstream. Might be able to grab one of them. We're going for a big jump, almost a full-on aerial takedown right there. We've got, he's down a tyre. Bugger. He's down a tyre, but there's no one really in a good range for some slipstreaming. Are we going to be able to take a 7th place? It looks like we will. If I hadn't made that mistake, to be fair, if I hadn't made that mistake, I probably would have got caught up in that big kerfuffle, because it did all close up for 3rd place there. Tornadoes were interesting. Interesting is the word to describe them. Not quite as close for a finish, but look, from 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, we were all very, very close, and that's what we want. That's what we want from any racing. I don't know if there's any close battles still to be concluded. Apparently not. That's it. That is the race over. Well, there we go. The army and police make for a very interesting obstacle when it comes to racing. The XA21 is, as you would imagine, a very, very quick car. My kitten is also quite... Kitten, don't you dare go... No, kitten, away from the laptop. Don't you go pressing buttons. Don't you go stopping and breaking recordings. Anyway, I'm going to go sort out a cat. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.